Our second lesson in Chapter 2 after solving one-step equations is that we will learn to solve multi-step equations. Now, how we relate multi-step equations to things is in class I showed a video of an old commercial. It's the Tootsie Roll Pop commercial. And the idea behind equating Tootsie Roll Pops to multi-step equations is that you have to lick away the candy. It basically means that you have to get the furthest thing from the variable taken care of first before you attack other steps. You'll see what I mean by that more in our examples today. You want to make sure you follow all rules for solving equations when you're doing this. Make sure you're drawing your mirror just like we did in lesson 2-1. You want to make sure you isolate the variable, and again, you're starting with the things that are furthest away from the variable. And of course, as we did in lesson 2-1, you want to make sure that you write properties each time you use one. That again is going to reinforce why you can do things. Please also make sure that you're checking your work by testing for truth. So let's walk through this example here. We have 9x minus 12 equals 69. In observing this particular example, I can see two things that I have to do. At some point I have to get rid of the 9, and I also have to get rid of the 12 to isolate the variable. The 12 is furthest away from x. That's why I'm going to take care of that first. I do that by adding 12 to both sides, and I end up with 9x equal to 81. I performed the addition property of equality, as you can see that I wrote to the right. I now need to divide both sides by 9, and that's the division property of equality. I then end up with my final answer of x equal to 9. I'm then going to check my work just like I do below. Notice that I am not just going immediately from this sentence to 69 equals 69. I'm evaluating 9 times 9 to get 81, and then subtracting 12 to get 69. Please make sure that you are doing your checks all the way through. Otherwise, there's no point in doing a check. Here's a second example for you to complete. Pause the video at this point to give yourself a chance to do it. So the first thing I want to do here is I want to add 12 to both sides. That's the addition property of equality. When I add 12 to both sides, I get x over 8 equals 9. I then multiplied by 8 on both sides. That's the multiplication property of equality, to get x equal to 72. My check is below. Your homework in this section is textbook page 122, numbers 6 to 32 even.